I was in Zurich at a store, and I say to the woman, "May I see that bag right above your head?" And she says, "No, we'll not be able to afford that."
Name something parents buy for a kid who's going away to college.
Typewriter.
I'm not in the mood for Monday.
Someone's listening to me. Now I know how a radio feels.
Your immaturity is extremely disappointing.
In America, there is this sense of this Puritan work ethic.
Sometimes being lazy can get you in trouble.
Have a coworker, a friend, or if you can stand it, your boss make periodic checks to see if you're on target to finish on time.
The next thing you're going to do is you're actually going to confront the employee.
I expect you to stick to the deadlines you've agreed to.
I gotta catch a bus. I'm really late.
Nobody wants to do anything but lie in bed. You're not in bed, it's work.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Coke-snorting, vodka-swilling Lindsay Lohan has baffled her fans by adopting an unidentifiable new accent, which she flaunted in a series of unusual interviews recently. And in the best rumor to come along in a while, the actress's vocal makeover has prompted claims her new accent is just one part of a dossier of evidence suggesting she's actually working for the Turkish government. Lohan debuted her befuddling new accent during an interview with a Greek journalist this week. In the viral footage, Lohan displays what has been described as a mixture of Russian, American, and Greek accents, plus the sentence structure of a non-native English speaker. It comes after Lohan spent months visiting refugee camps in Syria, taking part in Turkish television interviews, and opening her own refugee-themed nightclub in Athens. What? This is sort of like Dennis Rodman in North Korea, but not really. Actor Steven Seagal was granted Russian citizenship by a decree from President Vladimir Putin on Thursday. Putin and Seagal are longtime friends. Putin and Seagal share a passion for martial arts. Seagal is an expert in Aikido, and Putin is an expert in Judo. They've appeared together at martial arts demonstrations and official events. Game 7 of the World Series was viewed by an average audience of 40 million people, making it the most watched baseball game in the last 25 years. Election Day is tomorrow, and Americans are reporting that they can't get in the mood to vote. Well, here's something that can help. It's called Activa Votafil, and it's for electile dysfunction.
If this political season is no longer arousing your interest, if your candidate is having a hard time with the latest poll, you might be suffering from electile dysfunction.
When I read the blogs and watch the news, I'm just not satisfied.
Politicians are soft on issues, and I just don't get up for the political process like I used to.
If you want to get excited again for election night, try Activotafil. Activotafil relieves electile dysfunction and gives you confidence to go into a polling booth, pull the lever, and fill out your ballot until you're done.
Warning, make sure your heart is healthy enough to vote. Stop taking Activotafil if your election lasts longer than 4 years. May cause hostility, anguish, rage, and disgust.
Take Activotafil and get back to loving democracy.
Oprah Winfrey's announced the annual list of her favorite things, topping the list for the 15th year in a row, Gayle King's ass. No word on whether the list includes Stedman's gold-digging shovel. Kim Kardashian recently posted her first Facebook photo since she was robbed. Good news, world, her massive ass looks unharmed. Rumors are flying that Taylor Swift is pregnant. For more on this story, download Taylor Swift's new single, Psst, I May Be Pregnant. For the love of God, pay attention to me. Gwen Stefani says she felt embarrassed by her divorce. You'll get over it, said Larry King. During an interview with Univision, Hillary said her favorite food is Mexican. Obviously, she's pandering. Later, she went on Fox News and said it was possum. In a speech Friday, Melania Trump said that as First Lady, she would tackle online bullying, starting with a total and complete eradication of her husband's Twitter account. A new study finds that school children put on extra weight during the summer. That's because they're not getting as much exercise as they normally do running away from the school bully. Google says it will redesign its App Store, Google Play, to make it easier to use. They don't want you to have to spend so much time distracted from your job trying to find the perfect app that will distract you from your job. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. The Pentagon may ease its recruiting roles for obese people and pot smokers, because nothing strikes fear into enemies quite like an army full of Seth Rogans. Hey, Pentagon, nobody gives a f. Anthony Weiner checked into a sex addiction clinic. That's the joke. Hey, Weiner, nobody gives a f. A study found that thinking about death can make you more successful, not to be confused with wishing for death, which makes you married. Hey, death, nobody gives a f. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo and his celebrity panel of guests, including the legendary Phil Esposito. Tuesdays and Thursdays, NSS Live.